I wanted the game to tell me when it was time. Over the last several months, I've realized that time has come. Those are the words of Justin Verlander, announcing that he'll retire at the end of the 2026 season. That'll mark the end of a 21-year career that will almost certainly secure Verlander as a first-ballot Hall of Famer. 3 Cy Young Awards, 3 no-hitters, 2 World Series titles, MVP, Rookie of the Year. Verlander returning to the Tigers on a 1-year deal this season, the franchise he would spend the first 12-plus years of his career with. He's currently on the injured list, but hoping to make it back for a strong second half.
I think the writing kind of was on the wall. As you know, 300 wins, 4,000 strikeouts, those are a few years away. 2 maybe really good ones, and even that, like the way the game's played now, I think wins are just getting so much harder and harder to come by.
Verlander at 266 wins and more than 3,500 strikeouts, the latter good enough for 8th all-time. Well, not just a big day for Verlander, but for his family as well. From watching him on the Little League fields outside of Richmond to under the game's brightest lights, it's been quite the ride, with Old Dominion right there leading up to those Major League moments.
I couldn't be prouder. Really just kind of been a little bit of a basket case all day, to tell you the truth.
It only makes sense that Richard Verlander, knowing his son, Justin, would be announcing his retirement a little before the rest of us. But the day's still hitting him like a fastball.
So much emotion caught up in memories, and it's kind of hard to get your head around something so significant.
The sunset of a Hall of Fame career approaching. A career set up in part by Old Dominion and then head coach Tony Guzzo, who would see the potential in a young pitcher from Goochland, Virginia.
And all Tony said was, hey, we're going to take care of your kid. Going to take care of your son. And right away, we just knew there's something different about that man.
Verlander choosing the Monarchs over some power conference schools and getting the chance to make an impact right from the get-go.
They were all in on Justin from the beginning, and they let us know it. And so he gets an opportunity to be a freshman starter on a Friday night, which, as you know, at that time is a big deal.
And that 2002 campaign setting the table. The pitcher earning freshman All-American. And those in the baseball world who may not have known, learning quickly.
The next year, he makes Team USA. So how much of that happens if he is at a preeminent program somewhere and maybe doesn't play at all his freshman year?
The rest is history. ODU and CAA records for career and single-season strikeouts, and the number 2 overall pick in the 2004 draft.
I mean, it's a gift, and he's blessed. And he's a lot of times just in the right place at the right time, and ODU was a big part of that.
Of course, his 21-year Major League tenure featuring plenty of memorable moments. But Richard prepared for the pressure from watching his son on the sandlots as a kid.
I couldn't get any more nervous than I was at the Tuckahoe Little League championship game when he was 12 years old. If you could, my head would have blown off. So the feeling is the same.
So what's next for Verlander? No doubt time with his wife and 2 young children. But as far as his career goes, his dad will not be shocked if it has nothing to do with America's pastime.
I'd be surprised. I'd be less surprised, really, if he ended up doing something completely different.
That's interesting.
One of the best to ever do it. We'll see what happens. And pretty cool that part of his story is 3 years here in Norfolk at Old Dominion. So, wishing him the best in retirement. But first, hoping he can get back healthy and have a strong end of the career the second half of the season.